Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at the new Hermes limited edition fall color lipsticks. We'll start by taking a look at the packaging first. Some of you guys already know this, you have some of the lipsticks, so I'll try not to go into too much detail. I will include timestamps below, so if you want to skip over this part and just take a look at the swatches and the lip swatches on top of that, you can skip on ahead. But the lipsticks come in the classic Hermes boxes, and this color here is basically the orange boîte, the orange box, and there is actually a lipstick shade from the collection that is called the orange boîte in reference to this classic package. And that's actually one of the lipsticks that I got earlier this summer. This is orange boîte. So I love this color. It's in the satin finish. They also have one in matte finish. The two limited edition colors that I got this time around, one of them is a satin, the other is a matte. So I'll just open the first. Once you take off the slip cover, then you see the lipstick. It does have a carrying case, which is pretty sturdy material. And the one that I happened to just grab is the 54 Matte Rose Nuit, and it is a beautiful, very universal color, and I think it comes across a bit deeper than it would like on my skin tone, but we'll see in a minute here. A word on the case: these are, because it's limited edition, these cases are also limited edition. The idea is that not only will the lipstick not be re-released or repeated, I don't think the intention is to repeat this kind of color combination, like color block combination. For the lipsticks that are non-limited edition, so just part of the regular lipstick line that will always be available, this is what the cases look like. You have a kind of gold block here, black, and then the classic white tube at the top with kind of this gold detailing here. Same thing, these are identical. So the difference is really just these blocks here. And for the second shade, we have, this is 45 Satin Rose Ombre. And so you can see the block coloring here is a blue and I would say like a maroon color. And this is side by side with the Rose Nuit. And this is the shade. Also very appropriate for the fall and actually seems to be pretty wearable. When I was at the store, they actually did some swatches. They couldn't put any on me, so they did it on paper with kind of these like sample that they have. And it just looked really, really beautiful. Before we go into kind of these hand swatches, I'm going to show you a limited edition color from the summer. So these lipsticks were released, I believe, in the beginning of June. And along with all the classic shades, they also had 3 limited edition shades, and I did get one of them. This is Rose Nuit. And I'm just going to hold all 3 up next to each other so you guys can see sort of the color block difference. I mean, this is visually just so pretty. Just imagine having them kind of in a row on display on your vanity. I mean, that's gotta be a point of conversation right there. But Rose Nuit is a bright neon pink, like a hot pink, but maybe even brighter than that. It's like a neon color. I have worn this in my first video on these lipsticks when I first got them, so I'll throw a link above. But the third limited edition lipstick that was released this time around in the fall is called Rose Pommette, which I didn't get because I found, as I did the swatches, it was just too similar, in my opinion, too similar to this neon pink Rose Nuit. The only difference, well, I don't think the shades are exactly the same between the two, but the other difference is this is a matte finish, whereas Rose Pommette is actually satin finish. So I'm debating, you know, I might go back and get it. We'll see, we'll see. It's just a bit hard to find opportunities to wear lipstick and not have it kind of smeared all over your mask when you go out, which I tried doing this past weekend, and I got a lot of lipstick on my mask. It's fine, I'll just wash the mask, but I also got a little bit like some off of my lips for that reason. Anyway, let's move on to the hand swatches. Let me go ahead and swatch Rose Nuit first. This is again the matte finish. Isn't that pretty? I think it's such a universal color. And we'll swatch it against Rose Ombre. And then Rose Inouï from the Summer Limited. And you can see how much brighter that pink is. On camera, it doesn't even translate how intensely bright this color is. But when you wear it out during the daytime, under the sun, it is like, whoa, whoa. You can't, you know, people can see you from a mile away. And then finally, because we're doing this, let's just swatch Orange Boîte as well. And Orange Boîte 2 is pretty intense or pretty bright. But next to Rose Inouï, it's probably like a few shades off from, or it's probably like a few degrees off from being as bright. So you've got these two really nice fall colors here. So first I'm gonna put on Rose Nuit, which is the matte finish. I think that looks beautiful. This is such a wearable color. So beautiful. The scent on these are the same. They're same across all, like the other two that I got earlier this year. It has kind of like a floral, citrusy, I would say even like a tad sweet scent to them. And the matte formula, it does dry down. So right now, the way that you see it, and I have lip balm underneath, it's a bit more emollient and more moisturizing than you would expect. I think the formula itself is pretty moisturizing. I would say about an hour from now, it's going to dry down. And from experience wearing Rose Inouï, I would say probably 3 hours into the wear is when you need some touch up, because it does, you know, begin to dry and it is visible. The satin formula wears for longer, probably 5 hours or so. There is normal transfer as you eat and as you drink, but touch-ups, you know, it's easy, it's not a pain. Only with the matte formula, you probably want to touch up with some lip balm and then layer on more of the lipstick on top of that. Next is Rose Ombre. That is gorgeous. Oh. This is a gorgeous shade. Oh my goodness. Like, it's so universal. Nice nude with some purple and brown undertone. Oh my. And it's in satin too, which means next to a matte lipstick, at least for the Hermès lipsticks, if you look at the bullet and the shape these points come up to, this is a more precise shape compared to the satin. And if you don't pay attention, or if you're not looking at it too closely, it might not be, well, I mean, it's very noticeable now, like this side by side, and that's all we're looking at. But I know when I got the first two lipsticks, one in satin, one in matte, I didn't pay much attention to the bullets, but going into the store, I was able to talk to kind of their makeup specialist for the Hermès brand at that store. and that's what she told me. Matt, you want to be more precise, so the shape of the bullet complements that, whereas satin, you know, it's swipe, 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 and just kind of kiss your lips together, pucker your lips, and then you have that a more even distribution. But this, if you kind of draw out of line, it's pretty obvious, and it probably takes a little bit more work to fix than the satin finish. So, but I love this. Oh, I love both of them. When I compare these two side by side, and we can see in the swatches too, is that the application of the satin is, for this shade, is more sheer, next to the satin finish for Orange Boîte, and of course next to the two matte shades. This is just more neutral, more subdued, and it is more kind of an everyday color that's very comfortable. If I had to pick a favorite between the two, I mean, that's really tough. It just all depends on your mood and what you're trying to accomplish. I could definitely see myself wearing this shade more than any of the other ones that I have, just simply because this will go with a lot of different looks. For the look that I have on today, I would say Rose Nuit is the better lipstick to go with the look, because I think it made the eyeshadows pop a little bit more, but also the lips kind of took on a focal point that overall it was just very complimentary. But they're both beautiful, and I did learn a couple of things about Hermès' makeup line going into 2021, which I will share with you guys towards at the end of the video. I do want to take a moment to talk about the products a little bit more. The limited edition lipsticks retail for $72, which is a bit more than the regular kind of available shades all year round. These ones retail for $67. And in particular, these three shades off of the website description, first is Rose Pommette, which is the one I didn't get. Again, I'll put a picture above. Is described as a joyful and vibrant pink with a touch of wild rose. Its texture, as fine as it is rich, delivers vibrant, long-lasting color. It offers softness and comfort. Completely agree with the shade description, right? It is vibrant pink, like a hot pink, and because it is satin, it's going to have a very comfortable finish, and you're going to kind of enjoy that hydration for quite a long time after you put it on. And the next one is Rose Ombre, which is what I have on right now. That is described as evokes a discreet and soft rosewood, which to me translates to it is a beautiful nude color. And then finally, the third limited edition color is Rose Nuit, described as velvety pink, deep, soft, and muted. Its velvety, powdery finish delivers intense, long-lasting color. In high concentration, its pigment releases their imprint in a single application. Enriched with moisturizing active ingredients, it leaves lips supple and comfortable. I would agree with that. I think for a matte formula, it is one of quality, and it does really go on pretty smoothly and emollient. It does dry down a bit, but you get, you know, a few hours of good wear from it. All right, one last detail, and then we'll head on to the future of makeup with Hermès. The bullets in each of these are refillable. So once you're finished with a shade, and the intention again is for the limited edition, they're not going to come back, but you can actually remove the bullet just by pulling it, and you can put in any other shade you want and keep reusing these cases indefinitely. I think that's a really cool idea. I could definitely see myself getting some of the all year round lasting shades over time as I finish up any of the limited edition ones. Okay, about the future of makeup with Hermès. The makeup specialist at the store was unable to give me, you know, full details. It was obvious that she had some things that she could tell me and others that she was just not allowed to. So by that alone, it was obvious, or it is obvious, that Hermès has kind of like a whole line of makeup planned. I don't know exactly what these items are. It could be powders, foundation, concealer, eyeshadows, you know, all the makeup stuff we love. But in 2021, so early 2021, we are going to see some blushes. We're going to see some blushes from the brand. Probably February, I think, is the date they're aiming for. And then after that, we can expect to see nail polish. So very exciting. I don't do my nails. I try to, and they never turn out really nice. Because everything that's been happening, I also haven't been going to the nail salon. So I'm not sure what everything's going to be like next year, if there's just this magical, you know, nail color from the brand. I could see myself getting it and then taking it to the salon. But again, I'm not someone who goes and gets my nails done religiously. Therefore, we'll see what happens. But I'm very excited for the blushes. We even joked about when I was at the store how, hey, we need some lip glosses, sparkly lip glosses to top these beautiful lipsticks. I don't know if that was like a wink wink that's gonna happen, but it sounds like they have a lot going on. In fact, it sounds like if we're not going through everything we have been in the past couple months, it sounded like they were actually going to release more makeup items along with the lipsticks that we saw at the beginning of summer. You know, somehow there was like a whole pink themed around it. Or something of that nature. Anyways, I'm very excited for next year to see what they have planned for us. So if production goes according to plans and, you know, no curveballs are thrown their way, I think we can certainly expect those items. The makeup is made in Italy, so you can imagine everything that's been happening in Italy, in Europe, had a direct impact on what they were able to release. But I'm very happy with these two lipstick shades. They're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I gotta keep them in my purse and, you know, just make sure I use them and enjoy them while I can. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you are as excited as I am for the makeup releases. Fall is a bit overwhelming, seeing that there are many new things that are coming out. But if I had to make a recommendation for fellow makeup lovers, makeup enthusiasts, luxury makeup or luxury collectors, I would implore you to look into these new colors from Hermes. They're gorgeous. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys are having a good week. Take care. Bye.